Surprising news, the High Court has ruled that the general elections that we thought were to be held in August 2027 should have been scheduled for August 2026 because apparently, according to the Constitution, elections should be held within the 5th year of elections, not after the 5th year of elections. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Please remember to subscribe, comment, and share all our videos. Welcome.
Yeah.
Yes, so we have elections tomorrow. We should be having elections tomorrow.
That's so crazy, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Because, with the Kasongo government, you expect such things.
Everything.
Like you expect people not being accountable. You expect things not going in the right direction. And if things are also going forward, they are going forward, but in a fishy manner.
Well, it is safe to say that the incompetence of this whole regime, from the president to the IEBC itself, is questionable because the IEBC are the ones who stood up. The chairman, Erastus Ethicon. Yeah, so he came to us and told us, you know what, elections will be held in next year, which is 2027, date 10. It's 10th, right?
Yeah.
And then now we come and find out that you did not even do your own due diligence, sir. And now we are here just hearing about this right now.
We need to understand, how did they came up with that date? Like, which, laws, regulation were they following so that they came up with the 2027 August month election?
And
because clearly it's from the Constitution. So you're supposed to follow the Constitution.
Especially the Constitution that directs your work. Because you are the chairman of the IEBC and the entire commission. So your entire work is directed and by that constitutional article.
Actually,
right?
Yeah, you're part of the Constitution.
So it's either you cannot read English or you cannot interpret English, either of the two. Because this means that the person who set the date literally said, so it's now 2022. The next election should be after 5 years, and then plus 5, 2027. It's so literal, I think.
Even the most distressing thing is that, Erastus, probably for you to hold that position, you're supposed to understand every factor and everything that entails your work. For him to interpret the Constitution after the 5th year,
instead of within the 5th year.
Yeah, within the 5th year. So wrong.
So this is a sign that the IEBC chair and all the electoral body is not competent enough to lead the elections. Because if you can miss an entire year, we're talking about an year. And then also to see that Uhuru Kenyatta served the right amount of year. I mean, it was the first time, I think it's 4 years and 4 months or something like that. And then the second one, 4 years and 9 months. So you can see that this is something that has been followed and people have been following. And to see that they missed this so much that even the campaigns were set to start in May next year. So it's like someone did not bother to read the Constitution, bother to
and I think
take
according
care of
to
it
me,
at all.
I can't say someone didn't bother to read the Constitution. I think it was just intentional.
You think it
there are
was
some people who knew
added time?
Who knew the exact date of election was supposed to be this August, but they managed, and I can say allegedly I can say it's the government, because they're the one who started propagating, stop campaigning so early, wait for 2027. So they are the one who made us think election was supposed to be in 2027.
Also, the fact that Kenyans, maybe we do not read our own constitution enough. We need to learn our constitution,
and actually,
know our
we
constitution.
Need to question even the law school, these lawyers.
I can't believe everyone actually accepted this.
Let me actually overwhelm one side on these people who are profession in law.
Yeah.
Like the lawyers, the judges, the advocates,
They should have looked at this.
Yeah, they should have told us, this is a crucial event. This is one of the country's main events, and it's so crucial in a way that it determines a lot of things, and it's, it also give the people, their right.
Yeah, so
to elect who you are. So playing with the people's mandate, that's so crazy.
Okay, but now what something is clear, that we cannot have the elections an entire year late. Now they have to start making arrangements. Actions have consequences. If the President William Ruto was supposed to leave and go, one term should have ended tomorrow. There is you're no longer a president. According to the Constitution, whatever you're doing right now in government is unlawful. So it is up to the IEBC, actually a new IEBC, because you cannot tell us that the people who could not schedule an election right should now run the entire elections. So now we need them to take accountability, maybe in the next 3 months.
A major point, because if like this person didn't tell us the right date for election, how can we trust
you
him
tell us the right
to
president?
run the whole election?
How can you be the leader of something like this?
So
Erastus
Ethacon is also like a quarter term.
No, but
you're supposed to go home. We can't trust you because this is just a simple test.
No, do you know it's a local citizen, a local human rights advocates are the ones now who looked at this thing and took it to court. So it was not even an IBC. You know, if IBC came out like after some time and told us, you know what, guys, we made a mistake. Let us correct this earlier. Since 2025. Hadi sahi, you want to tell us no one checked that thing and saw that it's not 2027.
True.
So no, we do not want that IEBC petition to remove the entire board and start a new one.
Probably right now, Sifuna could have been the sixth president of Kenya.
Yeah. Sifuna doesn't even have a name.
He doesn't have a party.
He doesn't have a party. We are still wondering if there is coalition or no coalition. We are still, Ruto is unveiling Vision 2060. He shouldn't even be the president.
True.
And maybe actually it's why people started campaigning. Maybe people realized it's like this term is longer than the usual time. So naturally
they have structured themselves in a system whereby they know after 4 years
we start.
You're supposed to have been packaged your resources this way, aligned your schedule this way, so that you can go deep into campaign. That's why maybe probably you saw in Kenya elections started actually, and it was propagated by the government. They're saying, you know, people have started campaiging so early and the elections are supposed to be 2027. Kumbe maze, it was not early. They were just on time.
I'm telling you one thing about Ruto, he manipulates every single thing, because I don't even think this guy did not know, honestly, until now. And all these leaders, even Sifuna, I on you, the way you read all these bills and know everything, you should have actually also told us, guys, hapa tunachezwa kidogo. But in real sense that it's time that now we have learned something. We need to read our constitution. We need to know our laws. True. We need them interpreted and read. And also we need competent people.
Yeah, competent people. That is what I was saying. Because from the reflection of the Erastus Ethacon, you know, giving us the wrong election date, now you can tell even from these other fields, you know,
nothing we can trust. Absolutely no one.
You find like people are holding position which they didn't train for. They're not supposed to hold those positions, and you expect them to make such mistakes. Because probably even we need to confirm like which, you know, career did Erastus Ethacon
do and why he's there.
We can't afford to have such mistakes on a national level.
This is a mess.
And you know, it's benefiting. You know, right now people are suffering. People could have maybe made the right decision. Sifuna could be the sixth.
Outside.
You know, we could maybe be out of this problem, you know.
Well, but Sifuna will not have bloomed, because Sifuna just bloomed yesterday. So maybe he will not have been here. Maybe he will not have been here. So now at least we waited for Sifuna's blooming, but whatever happens, we cannot wait for 1 year late. True. So maybe 6 months maximum.
And actually, the most distressing thing is that, you know, even there is no accountability. Like we're not seeing the Erastus Ethacon being questioned.
There has to be.
And again, we can wait until next year. The courts also are saying that they defected the election date. So in future they're supposed to be keen. No,
if it's wrong,
must
it's
be
wrong.
Accountable,
and no one is above the constitution.
Employed, if you do that to your boss, you give him or her the wrong date. Right now probably you will be home.
Imagine telling your boss that the deadline is 1 year late. After it's not at a few days. 1 year later. 1 year late ndio mnatuambia ati this was wrong. So bye IEBC.
Erastus should be accountable. The whole arm of government that is responsible for
everyone who
allocation of election date,
so that document and
also
yes.
The lawyers, you know, the Law Society of Kenya, and all people who are practitioners in law, they should also be ashamed, because they have failed us terribly.
I cannot believe we have been repeating 2027
demonstrations claiming that, you know, because we, according to law, when you break the law, you need to face the consequences. You know,
and the consequences are dire.
Even the judge didn't like align some of the consequences. For because someone must be accountable. This is must be responsible.
I think Kenyans we do downplay things so much. We downplay things. We make them seem smaller than they actually are. This is a big thing.
Let us not catastrophic event to our constitution.
Let us not just laugh and say, "Oh, kumbe Kasongo alikuwa aende." Let us push for accountability and say like you cannot make such a big mistake. This is a mistake that costs us.
No, instead of telling us election will be next year August, tell us, okay, we have realized we made a mistake and we'll try to reduce maybe even the time by half. That's why I am agreeing with you when you're saying 6 months. Time.
Do you know that this is giving Kasongo 1 extra year, an entire 1 extra year? No, bye-bye.
And you are a democratic state.
And I think
we're supposed to follow the constitution.
And now I am 100% sure this guy manipulated this. Because when Ruto joined government, the first thing he did was like, I wanted to. They proposed a motion for a term to be 13 years presidency.
7 years.
They said 7 years.
Yes.
So I think he manipulated the same way he has been manipulating everything, finance bill and all, and said, you know what, maybe to Ibe 1 more year.
Because I think if you had followed the other elections, they've been happening exactly as per the constitution. Apart from this one, and you know the driver is who? One and only Mr. Kasongo. So we're telling you, this thing was intentional.
This is now our
It was intentional.
time. We really need to start reading. Kila kitu yenye Ruto ashaisema, everything that has been changed, every law, sweep through everything that has been finalized, amendments.
Any proposed bill, even like people they don't know even they are right. They don't understand the constitution.
So maybe to just finalize, we can say that this is a wake-up call to all of us. This is a wake-up call to our lawyers. We know you're fighting for other things. You're fighting for everything. But you guys are the ones who know the constitution. You need to help us out.
Yeah,
and
true.
this is...
but even I'll make you stop right there. This time we're not giving responsibilities to the lawyer because they have already failed us. Like so, just a rust
download constitution.
Kila mtu download constitution
musome starting today.
Na kama utaki kusoma like this key kuna key areas, key highlights like election, your rights for demonstrations and picketing. Your right, these rights,
freedom of expression,
like the basic things.
So we read the constitution,
the constitution. Even when you are being arrested by the police or DCI officers, you need to know like what are your rights, so that you don't end up being arrested. You put in a cell, then you die there, and you had option maybe to call your lawyer. Probably will have saved your life. So let's all download the constitution. That's the goal.
This is another validation to say that one term is real. Please, no, we cannot have another repeat of this. It is so chaotic.
Already we are two term by like it's like 1 year and some
alikuwa vote. Imagine tulikuwa to vote kesho asubuhi mapema.
Crazy. So, and why the court's ruling it right now is because the activists
I think people have fought for it, and you might find that this is something that has been underwater and going because
it was just slowed down.
Court cases take a while, so this
but
was 1 year.
We also need to condemn the courts because they were supposed to have given this matter priority. Immediately something like this is being tabled, it is supposed to be ruled immediately.
This makes us look like a joke. I'm not like.
And actually the irony part of it is that you usually claim, with the elite people, especially in Africa.
Yeah.
Also, we have a lot of universities in Kenya, graduates in Kenya. So with all these resources, we can't even tell the exact election date.
I also feel partly responsible. I think as I should have known that.
The podcast
you should have known that elections in Africa were the 5th year, not
actually,
after 5 years.
We could have been reminding you people.
But did you know that in Africa? I always
according to me,
it's 5 years.
Yeah, I had a clue, but I had a clue because I had a lawyer saying that, but I didn't follow up. So I also failed because if I had followed up on it, probably I would have come here and told people,
Honestly, I have always thought that Kenyan presidents serve for 5 years, then they serve 10 years. They always say that it's 10-year term.
It's 5 years.
10-year term. But they always say that it's 10 years. But it's not 10 years. It's 4 years and some months.
Yeah, true.
So you should serve 4 years.
Till August. So,
till August.
And
so
for 4 years, 8
4
months.
years and campaign. Because you see, they usually start campaigning for 3 months prior. So now we know. It's good that we know we failed as a country. We failed as the intellects of
As
the country.
youth also, you know.
Yeah, we failed. But now, you know what? We move forward. Sasa hii ni kuperuse. Kila kitu ikisema unaangalia constitution, you check it, you make sure you know the right thing. So that is for that is what we have for you today. Please give us your comments. What do you think? Is this even normal? Is this country even run by serious people? And what do you think should happen to the IEBC? Thank you for joining us today. Until next time.
Yeah, see you later. Kenya ni home and Kenya is our business.